Hello everyone and welcome to our brand new show, the Ball State Sports Report on the Ball State Sports Network and WIPB. My name is Chris Taylor and every month we'll bring you the latest news and features from the world of Ball State athletics. We're all very excited about the Ball State Sports Report and we hope you will be as well. You know, over the summer months, many Ball State students and athletes return home to spend time with family and friends. But for Ball State women's basketball superstar Tamara Bowie, she spent her summer much differently. It's Boot Camp with Bowie, and it's this month's top story. On the court, Tamara Bowie is one of Ball State's best ever. Last year's Mid-American Conference Player of the Year, Bowie ranked among the league leaders in 7 different categories and guided the Cardinals to their best record in 26 years. But over the summer, Bowie traded in her basketball shoes for a pair of these. 35 days at boot camp in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
I've always been curious about the Army, but I just wanted to see what it was like. You know, I wanted to do the marching and I wanted to go through what real privates go through. So I figured I wouldn't lose anything by coming down here. I'd only be gaining something with the physical training that we do. It helped me with my basketball. Everybody thought I was crazy until I explained to them it wasn't like real boot camp. It's like, wow, I'm really here and I'm really gonna go through with this. And I just kind of asked myself, are you ready? I mean, because if you're not, you better get ready.
For 2 of her required 35 days stationed at Fort Knox, we experienced boot camp with her. What's a typical day like?
Well, I get up very early. I get up at around 5 o'clock every morning. And some days we go through physical training, which consists of a lot of exercise, and we do a lot of marching. And basically that's the day, besides the other obstacles that we go through, which vary from day to day. Everything that we do is just something that you wouldn't do on a everyday basis, so it is fun to experience a lot of things that you wouldn't normally go through. Well, we got off the bus. We had our individual instructions. They told us what we were going to be doing. After that, we learned how to tie knots, a bow knot, and some other type of knot that I forgot about.
You have that loop, twist that loop away from the square knot, and insert the working end through, and tighten down on the knot.
This is a properly constructed round turn with 2 half mixed with a quick release. 15 seconds! Done.
Then we went and we made a 1-string bridge.
Hey, do not pull on that rope yet, boy. Come on, guys! Once she gets down close enough. That's it. The harder we make it for her, the easier it's going to be for her. Milo, pull! Let's go! Pull! Pull! Go, go!
We had to get our whole team across that bridge. I think we did okay. After that, we went to a 2-string bridge, and this is where you have your feet and your hands on the bridge at all times.
Let's go, Ranger. Right up here. Right hand. You sure?
Is that the one with the R on it? Do about face. Squat. All right, you're good. Stand right there and face the water. First man. Can you swim? I know you can play basketball, but can you swim?
Yes, I can.
You sure? Are you scared of piranhas?
No.
Alligators?
No.
Mount the bridge. You ready?
Yeah.
Keep this between you at all times, huh? Move out and draw fire. Don't look at me. You need to be going across.
Piece of cake.
It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's okay.
The thing that I learned the most are the Army values. They don't just apply to the Army. They apply to everyday life. And I can take those values and apply them to basketball or to how I live my life. So I think that the Army values are what I'll keep the most, I'll cherish the most or remember. Change is always gonna come. We're constantly changing around here and you just have to adjust to it. So that applies to the basketball court a lot because in a game situation, change does come a lot. So that'll help me in the basketball court. I can feel myself growing as a person. I mean, all the experiences that I'm going through, I can feel myself maturing. I feel a lot more confident about myself, my appearance, and I think all this is a good thing for me in life because I need these tools in life to be successful. I'm going to be a better person.
I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. I will survive and keep on surviving.
Back on our Ball State Sports Report set with the 2001 Mid-American Conference Women's Basketball Player of the Year and Army Cadet Tamara Bowie. And Tamara, your first chance to see the package and reflect on what you went through for 35 days at Fort Knox. Your thoughts?
I like the package a lot. I mean, it showed, well, just one day of what I went through, but it showed a lot of like the stress that we went through and everything that happened day in and day out.
We saw the stream crossing exercise as part of the package, but you did a lot of different exercises while you were there, rappelling walls, spending the night in the forest trying to find your way back. Talk about maybe one of your favorite exercises while you were there.
My favorite one was the bow challenge. That was where we spent the 24 hours in the woods. And at the end, we did a raid, and we got to just go out and shoot our M16 guns just freely. So that was a lot of fun. I liked that one a lot.
And you told me you drove an Army tank and fired a missile launcher as well?
I didn't drive an Army tank. I got to get in one, though.
Oh, okay.
But I did fire a missile launcher.
Now that you've been back for 2 months, I guess, since your experience ended, do you still feel the same way as you did in the package, and have you used what you learned already since your return?
Yeah. When we went overseas, it helped me in the game situation. Like I said before, change comes, and it did in the game situation, but reflecting back, it just helped me to deal with a lot of stress that I used to get frustrated over.
Any future military service in line for you? This was a 35-day stint, but any thoughts about continuing with the Army?
Maybe. I'd have to wait and see.
Well, if so, the Ball State Sports Report will travel along. It was a great experience for us to go as long as well. Tamara, thanks for joining us and allowing us to be part of your boot camp experience. That's Ball State Women's Basketball superstar Tamara Bowie, and Army Cadet. We'll have more with Bowie and the Ball State Women's Basketball team throughout the year.